Hello dear student, today I am going to discuss the concept of enantiomers and diastereomers. In previous class we have discussed the concept of stereoisomers, and there we have already discussed stereoisomers is divided into two class, enantiomers and diastereomers. So let's begin our discussion first with enantiomers. What are enantiomers? Enantiomers are isomers or stereoisomers which are mirror images of each other. This is the first property, and second, they are non-superposable on each other. So, what is the meaning of these two sentences? Let's discuss with an example. Here, 2-amino-3-hydroxybutanoic acid is drawn, and these are also 2-amino-3-hydroxybutanoic acid structure. But what is the relationship between this structure? It is later on clarified. First, we will discuss on in this structure. On the second carbon, the amine group is present on the left side. Here, amine group is present on the left side, but here amine group is present on the right side. In this structure, the hydroxyl group on the third position is present on the right side, but here the hydroxyl group is present on the left side. So you will see the configuration of amine group in this structure is towards L, left, and here it is towards right, exactly opposite. Here it is left, here it is right. On the third position, the configuration of hydroxyl group is on right side, and here it is on left side. So here it is right, here it is left, exactly opposite. So the configuration of stereogenic carbon is exactly opposite to that of this one. So both of these structure are what? If they have equal and opposite configuration, then those structure are what? Mirror images. So these two are what? Mirror image. So this clarifies your first sentence definition. Mirror images, stereoisomers. Now, if what is the meaning of non-superposable? Suppose if you try to put this structure exactly over this structure, you are unable to coincide individual functional group with this molecule. Why? Because if you try to put this structure over this structure, then amine group coincide with the hydrogen, and hydroxyl group coincide with the hydrogen. So they are not exactly superposable on each other. So it again qualifies our second sentence definition, non-superposable on each other. So both of these structure are what? Mirror images and non-superposable. That's why these two structure are what? Enantiomer. Both of these what? Enantiomer. Now look at the diastereomers. Diastereomers means what? Diastereomers are isomers which are non-mirror images of each other. Means they are not mirror images. They are not mirror images. It means what? Their configuration is not exactly opposite at every stereogenic carbon. And as well as they are non-superposable on each other. If they are non-mirror images, then definitely they are non-superposable. Let's discuss it with this example. Here you will consider this structure. You will see this structure as well as this structure. In this structure, the amine group is present on the left side. Here also amine group is present on the left side. So both of these structure have configuration of amine group on the left side. Here hydroxyl group is present on the right side, but here hydroxyl group is present on the left. So the configuration of hydroxyl group at third position is exactly opposite, but the configuration of amine group on the second carbon is exactly same. So if their configuration matches at one stereogenic center and it is not matches at another stereogenic center, then those images are what? Non-mirror images. So that's why these and these, both of these are what? Non-mirror image. Hmm. And again, this qualifies your first sentence definition: non-mirror images stereoisomer. Now, if you try to put this structure exactly over this structure, then you are unable to coincide every functional group over each other. Why? Because amine coincide with the amine, hydrogen coincide with the hydrogen. Okay, it's okay. But on the third position, the hydrogen atom of this structure coincide with the OH, and OH is functional group of this structure coincide with the hydrogen. So on the third carbon, they are not coinciding exactly over each other. So that's why they are again what? Non-superposable on each other. And they are non-mirror images and non-superposable. That's why both this structure have a relationship of what? Diastereoisomer. What? Diastereoisomers. So this is the difference between enantiomers and diastereomers. I hope you understand the concept of this two term. Now, the problem arises here is that if we want to make a relationship between two same structure of an isomer, then it's very difficult to look at each carbon atom and try to find out the relationship whether they are on the same position or same sides or not. It's a very tedious process. So it's very difficult to assign whether it is an enantiomer or it is an diastereomer. So in order to sort out this problem, the three European scientists, Kahan, Ingold and Prelog, they have proposed a sequence rule, and with that sequence rule we can easily find out the relationship between two molecules. So what is the SIP rule and how it is helpful to assign the relationship between two stereoisomers? It will be covered in the next lecture. Thank you.